Moving along here on this week's episode of the Don't Tell Mama Sports Podcast, we got our NBA's biggest douchebag award.
Mm.
And today, our nominee is a guy we've talked about here over the last couple of months. It's Ja Morant of the Memphis Grizzlies.
Where's
Now,
John?
just a review here, real quickly, boys. He came out here to Denver. He got 20 pieced by the Nuggets, and he decides to go out to old Shotgun Willie's, which is a gentleman's club,
Mm.
and he posts a video of him with a gun and very reckless. He gets an 8 or 9 game suspension, and then moving along about a month or two later, he's down south, I believe Georgia, and then there's another Instagram live video of him rapping along to a song in a car, holding another gun, this time a bigger gun. And now Adam Silver came down, finally gave him a 25-game suspension. This guy is one of the best young athletes, uprising stars, possibly of the NBA, franchise player. Zach, what do you think about Ja Morant's candidacy for the NBA's biggest douchebag?
Oh, for this year, he definitely deserves to be a candidate. I hope that I don't know, he wisens up. I You always see his dad by him and everything, and he's acting a fool. I think that's a big thing. I think his dad needs to mature up a little bit too, and so his son could take a look at him and be like, "Hey, maybe I shouldn't be acting like that as well."
Yeah.
Um, it's a shame. I in the early last season, I enjoyed watching the Memphis Grizzlies. They were a good team to watch. Then once all this trouble started happening, they tapered off for sure.
Mm.
So I would like to see them back to what what they were. They're an exciting team. Ja Morant jumps out of the gym, dude.
Hmm.
He's so excited. I was there at the Pacers game where he had that windmill fucking
That's right.
putback
Yeah,
dunk, dude.
it's awesome.
That was amazing.
That's right. One of the best young athletes in the NBA, Max. We see the Grizzlies picked up Marcus Smart. They got Defensive
Mm.
Player of the Year, Jaren Jackson.
Yeah.
Grizzlies will be in the playoffs. I think
Yeah.
we can agree with that. What's your thoughts on Ja Morant being the NBA's biggest douchebag?
I mean, he's high up there. He might be number one. We'll see what the fans decide. Okay. I'm still thinking about it, obviously. But dude, we brought this up before, is you're one of the young faces in the game. You're supposed to be a role model for kids, and you're showing off with a gun. You're going to strip clubs. You're showing out. All you do is party like an animal. And you know what? Like, it's, to me, it's just disgusting. There's a time in your life where you got to start manning up and growing up. And he's not there yet. This is what the advice that I have, because they used to do this for players that are alcoholics or drug addicts, in baseball. I believe any sports in general, but they actually have AIDS. And I don't mean those kind of AIDS. Okay, just so we're not those AIDS, but Ja Morant. Ja Morant and Zion. If you keep this up, those AIDS are coming. Okay, those AIDS are coming. I mean those AIDS that actually are they are paid to stay with you and monitor you and help you. Basically, it's like a best friend that stays with you and says, "Hey, man, that's probably not a good decision." Like, they need that. They need someone in their life to tell them, "No, that's not a good idea," especially because you have a game coming up, or what for whatever reason. I would recommend that to them. And if I was Smart in Memphis, because he is so talented, boys, he's incredibly talented. If I was the general manager in Memphis, I'd be looking this up right now to try and save this player and to make him into a role model. Like, we want to see it. We want to see growth. So, hey, sorry, man. Other than that, this year you are a nominee for biggest douchebag in the NBA, because you are making some stupid decisions.